Yo, so what up? It's your boy Nasser Pat. Back on the YouTube wave, back on the TikTok wave, trying to just, get my exposure up, get my audience up, and all that good stuff. So today, I know, so I had made some videos about some of my friends who lost a bunch of bread. So now I'm gonna kind of go down my deep dive of the time that I lost mad bread, but I didn't lose it. I spent it just being dumb, having fun. So first, let me tell you how I got the bread. So a lot of you guys been following me for a while. You kind of know my backstory, about like just me being an entrepreneur, having multiple businesses in different industries and whatnot. So this had to been like pre-COVID for sure. Pre-COVID, COVID wasn't a thing yet. I don't even think we were even talking about COVID yet. So it was probably 2019, definitely 2019. So it was 2019, and basically, like I said, I was in a bunch of industries. I used to middleman, just connect the dots for people. Let's just say that. And basically, I had a friend from college. She reached out to me like, "Hey, Patrick, I'm Pat." No one calls me Patrick. Everyone calls me Pat. But hey, Pat, I have a friend of mine, business owner, gets money. He's looking for 50 pairs of sneakers. Let's just say 50 pairs of sneakers. Each one of these sneakers, let's just call them Black Pirate Yeezy sneakers, because those, I think in 2019 were worth like $1,000 a pair. He was looking for 50 pairs of the Yeezys or whatever. So his, trying to spend 50K. And I had a vendor. I had somebody that could get him right. He had the 50 pairs of Yeezys, every size he wanted. And obviously, I'm not really talking about Yeezy sneakers. I'm just not trying to incriminate myself or anybody else on this channel or whatever. But this was a while ago, so I'm not really weird about talking about it. And the industry now is legal. It's all legal. Just, I'm not going to just come on here and just go to jail. So he needed 50 pairs of sneakers, called me up. I lined it up. So basically, I asked for, I think, $25 for every pair of sneakers that he bought. So he bought 50 pairs of sneakers, $25. So I made, I think, $1,250. So I made $1,250 doing nothing, just connecting the dots. And then my homie who actually introduced me to the move or whatever, he also was making $25 off of each one. So we both walked away with $1,250. I think he was walking away with a free flight to Cali, a whole bunch of other stuff that I never really got into details about it, but whatever, I was gonna make $1,250. So at the time, I'm reselling stuff heavy, super heavy. So I went to Cali to, pick up some stuff or whatnot. And then I get to Cali and I link my boy who's the plug, or, he's not the plug per se, but he kind of is the gatekeeper to the plug. And he's like, "Yo, your boy came through with his mans. They bought the 50 pairs of sneakers. Here's your bread." So I get my little PCM hype, connected the dot, made a band. This is 2019. So a band back then is like maybe 2 bands right now, because, inflation or whatever. So I make my quick band. I'm chilling. Then, like 30 seconds later, he's like, "Yeah, your boys is wildin'. They left all the sneakers in my room." I'm like, "Why they left all the sneakers in their room?" They like, "Yeah, it's LA. They wanted to go party with some strippers, porn stars, whatever, have a good time. So they left it here." And I was like, "Dang, they don't even know you. They don't even know me." That's so crazy that somebody would spend $50,000 and just leave the product with you, and they don't know you from a hole in the wall. I'm like, damn, they obviously probably think you pussy. They obviously probably think I'm pussy too. Like, we both pussies, because who does something like that? It's kind of ridiculous. So it's kind of ridiculous, right? So I'm like, whatever. Like, are these they can't be. This got to be what before it was an AI, but it had to be AI. Like, it just was not real. Like, you came out here, you spent $50,000, and you ain't even leave with your product. You left it with a person you didn't know, just because like, he gave you a cool vibe, and you went and partied with strippers and porn stars for days. So I'm like, that's kind of crazy. So I'm chilling. It's 2019, it's vibes, life is good. Pre-COVID, the world was different. It was an easier world for sure. So I'm like, I bet. If that's what they do, obviously I got to get my money up, because if I spent 50K with anybody, I'd be on it. Like, I'm not leaving it. I'm that guy who handcuffs himself to the suitcase type vibe. 50K, I need that. So I'm like, okay, cool. Whatever. That's their business. I made my $1,250. I'm chilling. So we chilling. We at my man's crib, waiting to go do something, probably go to dinner, go link a plug, something. And then his homies pull up, and he tells his homies the same story. And his homie looked at him and was like, "Yo, we should run off with the sneakers." And I'm like, I'm thinking that the whole time, but honestly, I'm just minding my business, because that's what I'm good at. I'm good at minding my business. So once he said we should run off, I start looking around. I'm like, damn, I mean, that don't sound like a bad idea. And then I could see my homie who's like the gatekeeper kind of contemplating, like, damn, should I take it? Should I take it? So for me, at the end of the day, I don't have no loyalties other than my homie that I went to school with, who basically plugged the situation. So immediately I call him like, yo, bro, y'all need to come get these sneakers right now, like ASAP. Y'all need to come get them right now. He like, wow. I'm like, yo, I think they trying to bust a move. instantly he's like, yo, we run down, we light shit up, and I'm like, bro, I hear you. You can be super gangster, you could be the most gangster in the world, but right now you in LA, you feel me? You're not from LA, your people's not from LA, y'all might got some sets that y'all bang with that's from LA, and that's cool, but it's like, you not from LA, your immediate circle not from LA, just come get your sneakers, and never came. He never comes, so, and I called him for a fact, because I called my mans right after that, is a third party to the situation, you know, both of us. I'm like, yo, bro, am I tripping? Like, I just called him to come pick this up. You feel me? Like, he on my line wilding, like, yo, like, y'all run down, y'all light shit up, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, he like, nah, you not tripping. So once he said I wasn't tripping, I 100% started minding my business, and I kind of minded my business so well that it was like, yo, Pat, yo, this was your play. You want 10 bags? Well, I mean, 10 boxes of sneakers. So I'm like, 10 boxes of sneakers for free? Of the Yeezys? Band them? Yeah, I want that. Came up just like that. You feel me? And at the end of the day, like, for a long time, I was like, damn, I felt wrong for doing that. But at the same time, it's like, yo, like, clown behaviors are for the circus. If you want to act like a clown, move like a clown, do clown things, go work in the circus. Because at the end of the day, that's the only place clown activities are approved at. Anywhere else, nobody's jacking the clown shit. And that's just 100. Once you get out of maybe 7th, 8th grade and you are a grown man in life, that means you're 18 plus and you want to be a clown, that's for social media, YouTube, not big business. If you got 50K on the line and you playing games, that's 100% on you. And especially if me as your man, so you see that I've had motion, I've been had motion. Like I said, I've been getting money since I was like 15. So I'm telling you, yo, like, come handle your business, and you coming at me like I'm pussy? Cool. You feel me? Fast forward, whoop-de-whoop, my 10-pack becomes a 50-pack. So, but I definitely fucked it up. You feel me? Like, it wasn't the first time, second time, third time that I fucked up a large amount of money, but it's the time that I felt it the most because it was the first time I didn't work for it. And for me, it's just like, it's real. Like, if you ain't work for something, as quickly as it comes, it leaves quicker, super quick. Like, you feel me? Right after everything in the world started happening, I started spending money left and right. I decided, oh, you know what? I didn't want to be an entrepreneur. It was stressful. Stopped being an entrepreneur for like 2 months. Spent like half the bread, and I was just like, damn. And then, so I went from 50K to maybe 15K in less than 2 months. I just started looking around like, yo, I got to do better. And I mean, I did do better to a certain extent. You know, at the same time, I was able to take those funds and stretch it and, you know, create some lasting moments and businesses that, you know, have helped me to this day. But at the same time, it's like, yo, for me, what I would have told my 2019 version of myself is just stay down. Like, whenever you come up some type of large amount of money where you're like, yo, this is crazy, stay down. Like, stay down. Don't, like, take the money, put it to the side for like a month. You feel me? You got to get used to having a certain amount of money, because once you get a bunch of money and you don't have any type of financial literacy behind it, you're going to spend it, and you're going to spend it fast, and you're going to spend it faster than you've spent money ever. So that's just my 2 cents. That's one of my stories. Definitely gonna let you guys know. I have like tons and tons of stories, like crazy things that's happened to me, people around me, and I'm definitely gonna try to share them and just, you know, run up these views on this app. So NASA Pat over and out. Shout out to you for, you know, listening to my little story.